So now we're going to see the concentration of how to calculate the concentration of a solution, or from the concentration how to calculate the amount of the substance. So first you have to understand what is concentration. So concentration is something, let's say you have a glass of water, and in that you have dissolved some amount of salt in it. Okay, so now your concentration of that salt will be equals to the amount of the solute divided by the volume of the solution. Now the amount of the solute is, you can represent in gram, you may represent it in mole. So mostly the concentration is calculated in mole per decimeter cube. Okay, you may interchange this units like from decimeter cube to centimeter cube also. We need to do it, so we'll see in the problems. So concentration will be equals to the amount of the solute divided by volume of the solution. So it's a wonderful equation to understand. So let us do a problem. Let's say we have 100 ml of solution, 100 ml, and I say 4 gram of NaOH is dissolved over here. 4 gram of NaOH. So what will be the concentration here in mole per liter? Calculate the concentration. Calculate concentration in mole per liter. So let's calculate. So my formula says the amount of the solute in mole. So let's calculate the mole first. So mole will be equals to mass over molar mass. So mass is 4 gram given. The molar mass of sodium hydroxide is 40. So let's calculate it. NaOH. Na is 23 and oxygen is 16 plus 1. So 17 plus 23 is 40. So molar mass is 40, will be equals to 1 by 10. So that means 0.1 mole. Okay, we got 0.1 mole. Now let's put it in the formula. So concentration is equals to mole 0.1 divided by volume of the solution. So volume of the solution is given in 100 ml. So I have to convert it into liter. So that means 0.1 liter. So this is mole, this is liter. So got cancelled out, equals to 1 mole per liter. This is the answer of this question. Okay, let's see one more where the concentration is given. We have to calculate the amount of the solute. Let's take for sodium hydroxide only. Let's say 250 ml of NaOH solution of 0.1 mole per liter concentration. Calculate the mass of NaOH dissolved. Okay, so now look at here. In this question, it is not asking to calculate the concentration. So it is asking for how you'll reach to the mole, reach to mass. So let's write the formula. Concentration equals to amount of the solute. So mole per, I'm writing decimeter cube. Mole per volume, I'm writing. So volume. So now mole will be equals to mass divided by molar mass per volume. Okay, now mass I don't know. Let's take it X. Molar mass of sodium hydroxide is 40. The volume is 250 ml, but the concentration is given mole per liter. So let's convert it into liter. So 0.25 liter will be equals to the concentration. So concentration is given 0.1. Now from this equation, I have to calculate the value of X. So X into 40 into 0.25 will be equals to 0.1. So X will be equals to 0.1 times 40 times 0.25 will be equals to Again we are getting 1. So 1 gram per 1 gram, sorry, 1 gram is the answer for this question. Okay, so this is how we are going to measure the concentration. Now let's see a very interesting calculation involving this formula. Now we have to calculate this one, understand this problem. So the problem says there are a few apparatus, and in this apparatus we have different solutions. One is sodium hydroxide, one is sodium thiosulfate, lead nitrate, and silver nitrate. The volume of this apparatus are given. First one is the conical flask, second one is a beaker, third one is also a beaker, fourth one is a pipette. Okay, now the concentrations are also given. 1 mole per decimeter cube, 2 mole per decimeter cube, 0.1 mole per decimeter cube, and here also 0.05 mole per decimeter cube. For easy calculation, the MR is also given for this. Now what is the question? Question says mass of the solute. You have to find the mass of the solute. So how we are going to do? So we have one formula in our hand, which is concentration equals to mole per volume. So now mole equals to concentration into volume. This is what is my formula. Now if I'll get the mole, I can get the mass also. So mole equals to concentration into volume. Now mole equals to, we know that mass divided by AMR will be equals to concentration into volume. Now mass will be equals to concentration times volume times MR. So let's do it. Let's calculate for the first case. Now one thing we have to keep in our mind that the volume should be in the same unit, in the concentration side and in the volume of the solution. Now here it is same, so there's no problem. Concentration is 1 decimeter cube, volume is 2 decimeter cube into the MR is 40, so 40 over here. So 80 gram will be the first case. For the second case, let's do it. So 2 is the concentration mole per decimeter cube. The volume is 250 centimeter cube. You need to convert it into decimeter cube. So 0.25 into 158. So you are going to get, you can put it in the calculator, and it is coming how much? So 79 gram. And this one is for your calculation, you can do it in the same way. This one I'm going to do. So concentration is 0.05 mole per decimeter cube into volume is 25 centimeter cube. You have to convert it into decimeter cube. So 25 into 10 to the power minus 3, you can write like this way. So it's going to convert into decimeter cube times 170. So if you do this calculation, you're going to get the mass. So it's coming in the calculator 0.21 gram. Right, so this is how you can calculate the mass from the volumes.